honestly say years ago you could not see yourself being able to live a beautiful life. At the lowest point of your life, you have accepted that your days would only consist of getting by. Saying that you were in a slump would be putting it lightly. Moreover, lazily floated through every humdrum day without ever hoping for more. A beautiful life did not seem like a possibility for you. Luckily, as you hurriedly approached the mature age, your conscience finally kicked in and screamed, "What are you doing?" By the time you finally woke up and dusted the fog away, you realized that you were working at a job that you utterly despised. You had not gone anywhere interesting in years, and you didn't even like yourself all that much anymore. A change was way overdue. During this fantastic time of self-discovery, you came up with a few topics that are key to living a beautiful life. WHOAMI. If you can pinpoint who you are now, who you were, and whom you want to be in the future, you are not far off from attaining what you desire. If you happen to have kept a journal at any point in your past, read through it. Connecting with your history may help to determine what you got so far off the beaten path in the first place. If you have never journaled before, there is no time like the present. In the first few pages, make a list of everything you like about yourself, then make a list of everything you want to change. And then dream. What do you want more than anything? Write it down. Don't take it for granted. Mostly anyone who has ever experienced a near-death experience comes out on the other side with new vigor for life. We wonder why we let it get to that point though. Why does it take staring death in the eye to realize we only have one shot at this thing? Acknowledging that we only have this ticket to ride is paramount to living a beautiful life. That realization alone should stir up a newfound appreciation for the gift you have given. Think about all the beautiful blessings you have in life that don't come with a price tag. Money doesn't seem to matter as much. The richest people don't have all the money in the world, they have very little in the way of material objects and financial wealth, actually. Their wealth comes from relationships with others, how they see themselves and the world, and the little things that money could never buy. If you want to feel rich, just count the things you have that money can't buy. Your one chance. Average humans spend about 80,000 to 90,000 hours working throughout their lifetime. More than 80% of the population are not happy at their jobs. We all get the same amount of time each day, and it's up to us how we spend it. Ask yourself how the job or career you currently have is serving you. If the thought of walking into work Monday morning and punching your time card brings on the feeling of nausea, it is probably time to start looking for a new job. Being happy at your place of work is one of the most important factors to living a beautiful life. Have you ever noticed your days fly by more quickly the more you use your cell phone? It is easy to lost hours away to social media, emails, texts, and calls, because we get too wrapped up in the virtual world that becomes hard to pull away. Studies found a strong correlation between higher technology use and poorer health. So, set aside specific times to check your phone on the weekend, so you really feel rejuvenated when it's time to head back to work on Monday. Always be grateful. Learning to accept what life gives you and how to love the journey takes practice, patience, and a thankful heart. Be grateful even when it feels like you have nothing to be grateful for. Be the most grateful when times are hard because it reminds you how lucky you are when things are good. You deserve a treat. This one is obvious, but few people actually do it. If you're still asking how to live a beautiful life, there are only two words for you: treat yourself. It's so simple, and the world will not crumble if you enjoy a cupcake every once in a while or buy a pair of shoes you've had your eye on for months. If it's within your means, give yourself a treat now and then. Relationship goals. It can be rough, but it is a must, taking a hard look at your social circle if you wish to have a beautiful life. Are there toxic people meandering around you, filling your head with negativity? If so, you might want to start the process of weeding out those cynics, pessimists, defeatists, and gossips. Take time for yourself. What makes you happy? What relaxes you? What makes you laugh? Taking time for yourself is a natural steps. Once you figure out what brings you joy in life, try to make those things habits. Go to the movies once or twice a week, take a candlelit bubble bath, take a yoga class. There's nothing better than carving out some time that you devote only to yourself. Dust your shoulder off. It is important to realize that the nagging, small, things that you are worrying yourself sick over this week, will not even be a thought in your mind in a few days. It is easy to worry yourself to death about life's small problems. Try not to sweat the small stuff. Skipping over life's tiny bumps in the road is essential to a beautiful life. Do not waste time stressing about the little things. We will always be stressed. Leading a beautiful life that is beautiful is wholly based on your perspective. No one else can dictate what your idea of beauty is. Maybe the question isn't how to live a beautiful life, but what is already beautiful in my life. Hold those things close to you like a talisman of hope. If you are hopeful for a beautiful life, you might find that you are well on your way to living. Everything is temporary. Whether pain or pleasure, we must fully grasp this. Even when the world feels like it will stop, it doesn't. Life goes on. You figure out a way to move on it with it, and the pain eventually falls away. Stop falling into the comparison trap. It's important to remember that someone else's success isn't your failure. You're different people with different lives. So, do your best to stay focused on your own path, and forget the rest. In the end, what everyone else is doing has little to no impact on your own success and happiness. Think about your reasoning. There is nothing wrong with seeking improvement as long as you have legitimate reasons for doing so. Maybe you want a better job because your current one makes you absolutely miserable. Perhaps you're chasing after more money because you find that your family is strapped for cash month after month. Those desires to be better can actually be motivating, and that's a good thing. But if the only reasoning behind your longing are, "I just want it," you've got a little thinking to do. If you find that you actually have solid justifications for why you simply can't feel content and settled with your current circumstances, well, you've landed on some awesome inspiration to keep moving forward. However, in contrast, if you discover that you're only chasing your tail and driving yourself crazy for the sake of bragging rights or keeping up with the Joneses, you know you need to reevaluate and focus your attention on being thankful and happy with what you already have. It is the key to a beautiful life. It will not only touch your own life but also those around you. How wonderful is that? To try to know and understand yourself, you'll need to take a good, hard look at the stuff that you may have been denying for years and that which has been under wraps without you even knowing. Rediscovering your passions, desires, fears and insecurities. It will open your eyes and help you to see how your life has the potential to be beautiful. If you don't feel that your life is beautiful right now, perhaps it's time to ask yourself what it is that you think is missing. Is it purpose, inspiration, happiness, or something else? Work out what a beautiful life means to you. Whatever it is not good enough reasons to be unhappy or not living a beautiful life. Start to make changes towards living your beautiful life. It is no good doing the same stuff because you'll get the same results. All it takes is a little time to work out what may be missing from your life or what needs letting go of. Make your beautiful life more meaningful by giving love to everyone you meet in the form of kindness, understanding, tolerance, acceptance, and generosity. If you are full of resentment and bitterness, how can you have a beautiful life? Practice forgiveness. Do yourself a favor, forgive and then move on with your life. Look at your struggle as a new learning opportunity. Ask yourself, what is this situation trying to teach me? A change in perspective makes harder times seem less, taking the situation and turning it around. The more you are mindful of what you can learn in any given situation, the more you will breeze through your struggles with effortless grace. When our thinking is rigid and inflexible, it gives little room for change or improvement. Have the kind of mind that can be open and flexible, so that new information or unexpected situations can be grasped with less drama or stress. It is when we are flexible in our approach to life we can enjoy and experience it with unbound possibilities. When we expect the very best from people and situations, we start to fill our lives with more positive outlook, as well as creating a more compassionate and understanding environment. You bring more situations to you that will only ever be the best.